If you're a marketer, then you've probably heard about Facebook Messenger being super hot at the moment. And this video is for those who already have Facebook Messenger subscribers. So if you, from your Facebook business page, you can send out messages to your subscribers, then this video is for you to help you use your Facebook Messenger subscribers to kickstart your viral campaign. Because basically there's two ways you can actually leverage your Facebook Messenger list. And one is sort of the obvious, that if you would think of like using your Messenger list to kickstart your viral campaign and get people to share, that would be the thing that you'd probably do. However, I want to go a step further and actually give you a little bit more of a technical way of doing it, which is going to make it a lot easier for your Messenger subscribers to join your campaign and start sharing your campaign, which is really cool. So first of all, the most obvious way of using it would be that if you would send out a Facebook Messenger, right, message to your audience, that you would send a link to your viral opt-in page. So they would go from your Facebook Messenger, and then they enter their name and email address, and then right after they would then go to the share page, right, the viral share page, where the incentive is given and the unique invite link with the share buttons. And if people share that, it will go back here. That would be the sort of obvious way. You just send a link to your viral opt-in page. However, what I'm going to show you as well, right, is send a message from Facebook Messenger, and inside that message you're already going to ask for the email address, so that you get the email address on Facebook itself, and then right away they can go to your incentive and start sharing your message, right? And I'll show you that on my screen, so it actually is going to make more sense. So in my case, I'm using ManyChat, which is one of the more popular tools for Facebook Messenger. So let's say I want to send out a message to my audience, right? So first of all, I would send out a message, and let's say I'm currently running a sweepstake. Could also be a giveaway, doesn't really matter in this particular case. And that would probably be a reason for me to send out a message to my audience, right? So I would say something like, hey, hope you're doing great. I've just decided to do something crazy. I'm going to give away. Wait a second, there's a typo there. Give away XYZ for free. Crazy, right? Do you want to know more? And there's a reason why I'm actually asking for them to know more, because Facebook is quite strict with what you can do in terms of promotions. So I'm not trying to get people to do all kinds of things or share their campaign or join my opt-in or anything like that in the first message, right? First, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a message, yes or no, right? So people can actually click on the message to let me know whether they want to hear more, right? And that way we will only send out like the promotional message if they actually agree with it. So if they click no, right, I'm going to say send a message, and all I'm going to say is something along the lines, no worries, and I'll add their name, have a great day. Because if they don't want to know about it, then that's fine, right? I don't want to push it if they don't want to hear about it. If they say yes, that's when we can send out a message, right? So we can then give them more information. So I'll just say, give more info and all that, like what you want to know about, what you want them to know about the actual campaign. So that basically where you get them to the point, like, hey, I got this awesome thing, I'm gonna give it away for free. Do you want to join in this sweepstake, right? And what you would then do, and that's the first way of using Facebook Messenger, is you would say you add a button to open a website, for example, join the sweepstake, and then to the URL you would then add the URL to your campaign. So in this case, go to promote and then grab your URL of your viral campaign and paste that here, right? And what this would do, if someone would now join, they would then go to the opt-in page. Now, if you want to do this slightly smarter, what you can also do is open up the custom tracking links. And what you can do is add something like, for example, Messenger Facebook or Facebook Messenger. And all that this is going to do, it's not going to change anything for your subscribers or anything like that. All that's going to do is that later on you can then see exactly in your viral statistics how many people signed up from your message on Facebook, just in case you want to know. So in that case, this would be the message. So let me show you how that would work. I just got a message here from Facebook, and if I would then click yes right here, then boom, I would get the second message, right? As you can see, boom. And then here the button would actually link to the UpViral opt-in page. So what this would do is go to the page where people can enter their name and email address. So then they'll have to enter the name and email address and they can join your UpViral campaign. Again, that's the first way of using it. However, I want to show you a better way as well, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into ManyChat, and instead of having this button right here, I'm actually going to delete it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ask for a user input. And as you can see, that's a pro feature, which means that you need to have a pro, in other words, a paid account of ManyChat. If you have a free account, this won't work. And basically what we're going to do is like, what's your email address? And a question mark. And here I'm going to say email. And what this is going to do is it's going to ask the person to enter their email address, right? And then we're going to save that as the email, so that once someone enters their email address, then ManyChat will actually know, like, hey, this is actually the user's email address. And again, this is a bit more advanced. This is not for everyone, but I just wanted to show you because it is a really cool way of doing it. And then once someone actually enters their email address, we're going to say, right, cool, and we're probably going to give them a little more persuasion. But then what we're going to do is add a button. We can call it, we're going to open a website, confirm your entry. And right here, we're not going to use the same URL as before, but instead we're going into UpViral, into the one-click sign-up area, and we can just use other, that's fine. And we're going to copy this URL to join the actual campaign. As you can see in this URL, it has a section called email, which you'll need to replace with their actual email address and their name. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go in here and paste it right here. And then here, I'm going to select this section right here, and I'm going to replace that with email. Boom. And the same thing for their name. I'm going to replace that with their first name. So now what's going to happen if someone is going to get this message, it's going to ask them what's their email address. They can enter their email address, and then right after they do that, they get a message with a button which includes their email address in the link. So let me just show you how that actually looks when you get a message like that. So I just got the message again, and so let me just enter yes right here, and that's when I'm being asked, hey, what's your email address? And as you can see, it immediately shows my email address, right? That one that Facebook already knows. I could also type another one, but let's say I just want to use that one. I just click on it, right? They don't have to type anything at all or anything like that. Boom. And now if I click this button, right, what it's going to do is it's actually going to take me to the thank you page right away. So I've joined the UpViral campaign, and I can immediately start sharing, right? How cool is that? Now, if you want to go a step further, you could also say like, all right, cool. Well, instead of just, confirming your entry, you could even say, well, let's say they want to share it on, maybe on a different network, like on Twitter. Add that here and say like, open a website, share on Twitter, just as an example to demonstrate what is actually possible, right? So again, I'm going to replace email with the email field and the name field with the name field. Boom, right? And now what's going to happen? Again, it's going to ask me for my email address, right? And then I got two buttons. So if I click share on Twitter, I can immediately start sharing it on Twitter as well, right? So that's a quick way to use your Facebook Messenger subscribers to, instead of just having them to opt in first, you can immediately start, like with one click, you can just let them join your campaign so they can start sharing the message with all of their friends. I hope it helps.